Hello everyone, thank you for joining me once again. It's time for a review type gameplay type dodgy gameplay thing. We're on the ZXspectrum 48K. I'm Nick, did I say that already? I don't know. But this one is Black Lamp, published by Firebird Software in 1988. Also come out in the Amiga, Amstrad CPC, the Atari ST and the Commodore 64. You take on the role in this action adventure as I define my keys here. My eyes are going a bit funny already. But anyway, you take on the role of Jolly Jack the Jester, who must rid the kingdom of evil. Now, why this kingdom have employed a jester to rid it from evil rather than a bold knight, I do not know. It seems like they're a valley of nincompoop. So it's an exploration game. You must return the enchanted black lamps of Elagara to King Maxim to rid the evil. Now, there's 9 lamps in total. We've got to find them by also avoiding getting destroyed. Now, my energy level is on the bottom right in that red as I fire there in this magenta sort of place. Now, the reward, apparently, according to the instructions, I try and get the hang of this thing, the reward apparently is the hand of the princess. It doesn't say if that's in marriage or just a severed hand. I don't know. If you completed the game, let me know. Do you get to marry the princess or do you just get her severed hand? Interesting. Well, you know, it's a medieval fantasy, so who knows what goes on here. Now, I did quickly look at I did quickly look at a video of this game, and it seemed like it started in a completely different place to what I'm starting in here. It started inside a castle going upstairs, although the character was the same, so maybe it's like random where you start. We've got a number of lives. As you can see, I've collected a cyan lantern, and I need to return that back to the lantern holding thing. Hooray! Right, anyway, at the moment this is moving very, very slow. There's the lantern holding thing there. Moving very slow, it jumps a bit weird, and it's a little bit boring. Now, there is a 128K version which has got music, but I couldn't get that to work. It kept being corrupt, so I'm playing the 48K. As you look a bit of this colour clash. Now, I'll be very interested to see how this works on the Commodore Amiga, so I might have to queue that up sometime for a review, but I've got a funny feeling it might be as slow as this. So, it's monochrome each screen, although it's a different colour each time, which the Spectrum quite often did, as these 2 trolls, 3 trolls, and something else comes at me. Oh, man, give me a chance. So that's a doorway I just went through, I think. Whenever you see 2 dots on the bottom row, you can go through a doorway to go somewhere else. We're in some strange mystical town. We're looking for 9 black lamps. I don't know why, because it rids the kingdom of evil. I don't understand the logic of why it does that. And the King Maxim has employed a jester to go out and solve it. The guy is some crazy nincompoop. If you are Lord Maxim, or King Maxim, let's say, give me his proper title, comment below. What was your thinking? Anyway, he needs to answer to that. So it's quite late in the ZXspectrum run, also still within it. Firebird Software, who produced quite a lot of games in 1988. I'm not dying straight away, so it seems to be fairly easy or for the newbie, but it could do with moving a little bit quicker, really. Maybe they made the sprite a little bit smaller, like was it Sir Arthur in Ghosts and Goblins? That would have made it a bit better. It's falling into very quickly for me in one of those categories where it's quite good fun. No, not good fun. It's quite clever, but it's not really that interesting, and it wouldn't have entertained me that much as a kid. There we go. Now, you might talk about seeing how these games play. Would you gone back in the time to play it? There might be some things I'm fundamentally missing because this is my first go, but I'm not a fan really. You know, graphically, screenshots would have sold a lot of games, I think, if people have seen it. It would look good from magazines, but it's not a very entertaining affair. We review quite a lot of ZXspectrum. We don't review any of that system, I've never heard of it. But we review quite a lot of ZXspectrum stuff. If you want to see other stuff we've done, they're all in the playlist there. So click on my username, that'll take you to the channel page, and there'll be the ZXspectrum playlist. Now, as you probably can tell by this talk, this isn't scripted. This is played live as I play the game. Yes, it really is. If you don't believe me, watch a live stream because we do exactly the same thing there. And just to try and have a bit of fun. So, you know, stress busting away. It's as it would have been on your first go, or if you've been around a friend's house where neither of you really read the instructions that much and just seeing how you got on. I think as kids with short attention spans, I think I would have turned it off by now. But let's just go through this gateway if we can do. I can't seem to level myself out. Right, we're here now. We're in the woods, I think. I don't know what that is in the background. Is it trees? Is it a load of donuts? I do not know. As it goes cyan. Now, you can replenish, you've noticed this already, like this, boom. You can replenish your energy, your red bar there, by clicking like tankards and bits of food and various other bits and pieces. The shooting is quite wheedly. There's a lot of dogs or pigs running at me at various points. Stuff firing at me for reasons unknown. They probably must be the evil people of the planet Allegora, which they might make. I'm not sure about this, citation needed. Allegora, it might be where they make the Vauxhall Allegro, that car. I'm not sure they make those anymore, but if you want to Google them, put Vauxhall Allegro. They only come in chocolate brown, a rather weird cyan colour, and orange for some reason. It's almost as if they wanted the worst colours for the car. Anyway, it was a bit of a box. Boom! Here I go again on my own, as the song goes. Here I go again on my own. I've gone off on a tangent again, but this is what this channel does. It's a bit unique, really. Don't expect scores or percentage scores and stuff. I will tell you a bit of I like the game or not like the game and give you a general overview, but I won't give you precise scores like 62.5 and 98.1. I'll let you make your own decision. I'll tell you what I think and then you see what you think as well. You might want to track it down, you might not. Or if you owned the game back in the day with a strong nostalgia, you might get a lot more out of the game because it's bringing back evoking memories that I've not necessarily got playing this thing. I didn't know this game existed. 1988, I was still playing the ZXspectrum back in this point. I didn't own my Amiga till the early 90s. But I didn't have that many games, to be honest with you. I play far more games now as an adult than I did ever back in the day. Here we go, here we go. Right, it's gone magenta. I'm getting a little bit bored of the game, but we'll see how many lamps we can collect before the end. Hopefully I can see some... There's supposed to be some dragons in this game somewhere or other, so hopefully I find them, and we'll try and blast the hell out of them. I don't think there's any dragons around today. I think St. George killed the last one. That story, St. George and the Dragon. He should have kept them separately, created a Jurassic Park, charged people 5p to go in, and he would have been blooming rich, or 5 groats, wherever it was back then. It's a medieval fantasy collecting black lamps to rid the kingdom Allegra of of evil to win the hand of the princess, which we've already spoke about, whether it be a real princess or just a severed hand. It's a weird place, this. Come on, Jester. He's not doing many jokes, he's just walking around like a big wally. If you're walking around like a big wally, then comment in the comment section below. Hooray for you. It's good to have a hobby, isn't it, really? So, the strategy, I think, is jumping. I do have a poke on this game for infinite energy or immunity, but I don't think I really need it because the energy is going down so slow and you get so many lives, you can do a bit of exploring. I don't think a map's really that necessary. I think each time you play it might random up where you started. Looking at the video I looked at beforehand, it did start in like a castle with staircase. Oh, there we go. Dragon power. Dragon power. Here we go. Let's blast this thing. It's firing whatever it is at me. Horse chestnuts, is it? Right, I need to get on these barrels and then get a vantage point to destroy this dragon. Roll out the barrel. Let's have a barrel of fun and destroy this dragon. Take that, big nose. Right, come on. Die, 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 die. My energy's looking a bit low, but how many shots is this thing going to take? Oh, God. That's my last life left. How many more shots is this thing going to take? This is not a very good strategy, Nick. Mind you, though, he's taking a bit of a blasting. Come on. Yay! The dragon's dead and it's let go a lantern. Because we all know dragons love lanterns, don't we? Right, I've got a white lantern down there. I think the 9 lanterns might be slightly different colours. There's a bit of food down there. Looks like a pig's head. That redoes my energy. I think, oh, God, and I lost a load as well. Oh, I've died. Well done. Jack has a high score. I think I died then. My eye's going a bit funny. As I say, I tried to get this to load on 128k, but it all went a bit funny on that colour sort of like thing here. So, basically, you've seen pretty much the whole game. You've seen that dragon. I'll have another quick go. Man, blink there. I'm in the woods again. I'll have another quick go. We'll try and explore, see that dragon again, then we'll get out of here. Is it worth tracking down? Well, not really. Unless you had it back in the day, I suppose, for a bit of a nostalgia blast. It's going to take a long time to complete it. I think it'd be a little bit frustrating to complete it. So, yeah, you need a bit of patience for this, which I haven't got, I would say. I'm always a bit stuck for time, so even back in the day if I had this, I don't think I would have gone there. But the sprite is large enough, it's a lot bigger than the sprites you would have got from Manic Miner or Jet Set Willy. There's a little bit of character there. I wouldn't have known it was a Jester unless the instructions actually told me it was. It would have been something with a funny hat on, and the hat seems to be moving ever so slightly as you're walking along. The animation of the footsteps isn't too bad. Joe Blade moves a bit quicker than this. Maybe it's because the background is slowing it down a bit. It's flip screen, it's not scroller. I think that's the best the Spectrum could have done. Be interested to see if the Amiga follows that suit or that does a scroller in that. But anyway, it works well with flip screen. I can't argue there. A little bit dull, really. I'm not sure what the ratings were back in the day. I try and keep away from those, but I would have said it's a middling game. Another game, as I say, where there's a lot of these, where it looks impressive from the screenshots, it's attempting a lot, and the playability suffers a little bit. I mean, there's a lot worse games, a lot worse games, but I'm getting a little bit bored. I want this guy to do something a bit better. The jumping seems a little bit imprecise and a little bit clumsy. I would like the things he's shooting to be various, like in Ghosts and Goblins, there was 3 different things the guy could shoot eventually. This just got these sort of like flame things. Right, have I been there before? I'm forgetting. I can't go through that door up the top. Scores going gradually up. High score 59,200 from before. The enemies just keep regenerating over and over again. I'm quite often not a big fan of that, but you know, one of my favourite games of all time is Attic Attack, which it did it constantly. Oh, there's an axe, so maybe I can flick over to that, can I? It's a sword. Oh, it's flashing and disappearing, I think, up the top there. Okay, that looked like maybe limited immunity, perhaps. Let's just keep jumping. That might work. Right, we've got a purple lantern. Is that going to change colour on the next screen? No, it's staying magenta. Okay, oh, there's another lantern. I think we can only pick up one lantern at the same time, though. Oh, that's gone cyan now. And then you have to return it back there. There's our friend again, the dragon. Seemed to do a bit better this time. We've got 4 lives. Before, I think we only had about a couple of lives when we reached him. Right, this looks fairly straightforward. We can get more shots in at him than he can at us. You don't have to hit it an over-exhaustive amount of times for him to die. And I survived, right. So let's see what was hiding over this side and try and get a bit further. Black lamp. It's like a superhero, isn't it? Like Green Lantern and the Black Lamp. What else could you have? The purple vase. If you are a superhero called the Purple Vase or the Purple Vase, then comment below. What else could there be? The Orange Goblet. The Tartan Light Switch. No, that's a terrible superhero. Make us Marvel. Introducing to the Avengers the Tartan Light Switch is just someone, man or a woman, I don't know, dressed up as a light switch in tartan. Excellent. What a show that would be. I don't know what their superpower would be. Right. There's a tankard. That'll get a bit more energy. Off we go. How long have I been playing this? Maybe too long. I might leave it in a moment. We'll see if we see any more dragons. There's a harp there. That'll get us more energy. Yeah, I think jumping is probably the best thing to do, and then stop just about a couple of inches on. There's a nice house. Ours is a nice house. Ours is. It's got no rats or mouses. Right, move on. Don't know where that song was from. It's from some ancient relic of a memory back on the old grey matter. There's another lamp. Now I should, as I said before, I should be just taking these lamps back to the lamp holder thing, but I'm not bothering. So there's there's another dragon. Exactly the same, but this time yellow. They call him Mellow Yellow. Oh, I've been killed. Now let's see what's behind him. So I get a feeling that this game is doable. It's not overly difficult. Unlike the Ultimate games, it doesn't tell you what percentage you've completed before the end. Is this one taking a bit more clobbering? I can't seem to get high enough for this fella. Right, hang on, just about, there we go. So I've got plenty of lives left. I don't think I'll go all the way to the end on this one. So there's the occasional dragon about the place. That's the most exciting bit of the game. Probably needs a bit... Oh, I can't go any further. We're stuck. There we go. So I think we will leave that there. It's okay game. Good graphically. Sound is sparse, but this is the 48K. A little bit boring in the gameplay, but completable nonetheless, and looks quite nice. So hope you liked having a look at that one. That was a Black Lamp on the ZXspectrum 48K, published by Firebird Software in 1988. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that in the comment section below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.